Hey, thanks for watching the video today. Today's video on the Circus and Flow Arts tutorial series I'm doing every single Sunday of this year involves tips and tricks on how to recover in case of a mistake during your performance. Mistakes happen all the time, and hopefully they don't happen too many times during performances. Performances are the opportunity to take your most polished material to the stage or to the street or to the venue you'll be performing your performance at, and to give it your best shot and to minimize any and all mistakes. But in the event of a mistake, it's important to remain calm and to go with it and stay in that state of flow. So when you're in a state of flow, what you're doing is you're connecting to the task at hand and getting good enough at it in a state of mindfulness. And you get good enough at that task that you can work on other things with your mind and not have to have full attention given to the task at hand. So the example I'd like to give you today is with the hula hoop, because I'm not very good at a hula hoop, but I have dropped it a number of different times, and there's fun ways where you can recover. And one of my favorite ways is as follows. So I'll take this hula hoop right here, and as I said in earlier, my daily video today, there's a lot of fun things you can do with a hula hoop that does not involve spinning it around your waist like many people do. The traditional way that many people imagine a hula hoop is around your waist, and you rock back and forth, front and back in kind of a semicircular pattern, trying to stay a little bit ahead of the curve. What I mean by a little ahead of the curve is you want to be able to connect with where the hoop is about to be in your body and give it an extra little nudge. So as long as your body is moving a little ahead of where it's about to attach on your body and offering some resistance against the hoop, it'll keep moving like this. But sometimes mistakes happen and the hoop will fall on the ground. Now, instead of doing a sad face when you're on stage or showing some sort of emotive anger or anything like that, that doesn't really feel good for the audience. They feel your pain. They notice that something went wrong. In the case that something falls down, you can always just throw on a big smile and go with it in some way. There's so many different ways you can do this, and it's good to connect to whatever character you are portraying on stage. One of my favorite things to do, because I find that I am at my best when I'm clowning around and joking, is this trick right here. I take my hands and I wave them around mystically, and I cause the hoop to come up to my hands like that. Now, if you were paying attention, you already know exactly what I did. But when you're doing performances, misdirection is your best friend. Wherever you're looking, wherever you're pointing, wherever your attention is as an artist, people will tend to look wherever that action is. Or if you present something to someone, voila. Look at this bowl. People are looking at the bowl, and they're not looking at this little pillow on my couch. There's nothing really going on over there. So if you're paying close attention, you'll realize that, of course, I didn't just magically raise it up to my hand. That takes magic and skill that I do not have. What did happen, though, if you were paying attention to the back right leg, my foot was pressed on top of the hoop, and it slid over top of it, resulting in the hoop rising off the ground. I'll show you what I mean again. So say you're just doing your performance, la 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 la, you're doing your vortexes, you do your stuff on your hand, you throw it around your neck, you do some of these things, I don't know what you call them, but they're a lot of fun. Maybe we'll do a tutorial on these things later on. And you're doing your upper body stuff, you go down to your knees, you're kicking around your knees, but all of a sudden you lose control and it goes below your knees. Oh, it's on the ground. So then you can take a step out, put your foot, you get it in the camera, on the back of the hoop here. See that foot there? And I'm focusing my attention on the hoop over here. So I'm going to raise up like this and push, and as I push, I can make it go up and down with this foot just like this. See, it's not, my hands aren't doing anything, it's this foot over here. If you're slick enough and you have a lot of action up here, people look at your hands and what you're looking at, which is over there. You can do your best by putting this out of view so the audience can't see it as you make it rise up. I like to shake one hand and keep one hand still ready to collect it. And that's a fun way to recover from a mistake on stage as a performer. This trick I did with the hoop, making it rise off the ground, think of it as a metaphor for other ways you can use your creativity to solve a problem when you're doing something. So if you're doing an act on stage, if it's a juggling act or a magic show or something like that, whenever a mistake is made, it's important to sell it the right way to the viewers, to the audience. And the best way to do that is to really watch yourself do your show before you do it on a stage and figure out what your weakest links are. If there's like one part of the show that you could potentially mess up, it's a really good idea to come up with backup plans as to what happens with that. Then you can go with the flow. You can look at the probability tree of what directions your show can go in and try to solve problems before they become issues on stage. But most importantly, whenever something does go wrong, it's important just to go with it and play off of it and move forward. The show must go on. It doesn't do any good to show a disappointment in yourself on stage or to show anger or resentment towards your prop. It wasn't the prop that did anything, it was you. It's your fault, right? So it's my fault if I mess up on stage, and it's up to me to figure out a way to remedy it. So I hope this video, this tutorial today, did something good for someone out there. This is more geared towards performance art in the state of flow, and it gave you a little trick you can do with your hula hoop to pick it up off the ground. And it's just a cute little trick. I hope that you integrate it into your practice somehow, or you use it as kind of like an ace in your pocket in case you make a mistake when you're doing your hula hoop performances. But I hope that you can apply it to whatever it is you're doing, whatever performance art you are doing, how to stay in a state of flow, how to go with it, and how to not panic in case of a mistake or an error on stage. Thanks very much for tuning in to my tutorial video. I appreciate it very much. Please check out my playlist section. I've been posting a new video every single day for this year, for 2021, and weekly Circus and Flow arts tutorials every single Sunday. We're almost at the end of the year here. We're mid-December right now, and I have to say it's been a wonderful trip, and it's been a heck of a ride, and I'll be slowing down how often I post, I believe, by next year to maybe once a week at least, and extra videos as I get the inspiration to do them. So we'll focus more on video quality rather than video quantity in the future. But until then, my friends, remember to never give up and to do your best, to stay true to you, and to be amazing. So please check out that playlist section I told you about, and we'll see each other in the next time. Or you'll see me. I won't see you. I'm looking at my camera. It doesn't make sense. I won't see you. You'll see me later. Till then, bye.